All right, guys, welcome. So in this video, I'm going to do a little how-to on how I set up my lead gen affiliate campaigns. I'm going to build some ads for you. And yeah, so this is kind of how I've been running stuff for the last few years. It still works to this day. You can use it with either CBO, campaign budget optimization, or you can run it with ad set budget. Whatever is really you find better. I like to test both in the beginning. I like to do a CBO versus an ad set budget to kind of see what converts better, what's got the higher CTR, what's got the lower lead cost, and then I kind of go from there. So like, for example, I have one like home related lead gen offer right now that is doing quite well for me. And I'm running that all on ad set budget, but I have another sort of a different niche, let's just say, that I'm running campaign budget optimization on with the exact same campaign setups and everything like that, just that different optimization for budget. And both are working great for me. So like I said, test it and you will get different results. The other thing I want to jump into too before this is when you're testing your campaigns, this is a little tip here, test it across multiple ad accounts because not all ad accounts are equal and you might find a better success in one ad account versus another. All right. So hope that's helpful. Let's dig in. Okay. So over here, I am going to just delete this one here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, and I'm just going to do, I'm going to do an ad set budget one for this one because that's like what I usually like to test with. So what we're going to do is we're going conversion. We're going to hit continue and then new campaign. So let's just do with this one. We're going to do auto insurance. So let's just do auto in and then we're going to do it ad set budget. I like to tag these just so I know, just in case I'm testing different ones. So this is the campaign name, and then we're not going to do campaign budget optimization. Cool. And then we're going to go next. All right. And then we're over into the ad set level. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to, let's just start with this. I like to label it like this. So we're going to do 40 plus, and that's just the age group we're going to go after. And then I'm going to do dynamic. So we're just going to call this as dynamic ad one. All right, so bingo, bango, pixel. We're going to go down here. We're going to select our proper pixel. I don't have an auto. Oh, I do have an auto insurance one. So I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to pick auto insurance. I'm going to pick lead because that's just the pixel that I set up on the auto insurance offer in, let's say, the affiliate network, Cake or Has Offers or whatever it may be. And then cool. All this is good. Dynamic creative right here. We're going to turn that on. And then it says how to use dynamic or how to create ads using dynamic creative, blah, blah, blah. Turn that on. We're good. Okay. Daily budget. This is really up to you. I like to start mine around $100 a day just to test. If you don't have that kind of budget, you can start at 20, you can start at whatever you want. The only thing to say about that, the more you spend, the quicker you're going to get results. But yeah, up to you. All right. So we are going to start this. I always start my ads the next day. So let's say we're going to start tomorrow. It's Sunday right now. I'm going to start on Monday and I'm going to start at 7 a.m. Eastern time. I feel like that's a good time to start, especially when you're doing auto insurance, because not all the time, but a lot of the time they have peak hours. So let's say they want you to run a prime from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. I like to start it a couple hours before so the ads get in motion. The ads can kind of level out before I know whether I want to kill those ads or not, just to see if they're working. Because I find it takes like 2 to 3 hours for an ad to really really kind of level out and start converting where it should be. Because when you first launch them, I find that the CPM is spiked, your click cost is spiked, everything is like super high, and then as it spends, it goes down and levels out. All right, audience. let's see here. We are not going to do Canada because Canada is never the answer. Let's just say we're doing United States here. I don't know why my caps are on, but cool. And then like we said, we are going to do, like we named the campaign, we're going to do 40 plus on this one. No rhyme or reason for this. I just, I like doing like 30 plus on most of my campaigns. 40 plus is good for this. I've tested auto insurance before, so this works well. I like to run a lot of my stuff wide in the beginning testing phases. I don't like to add too many variables in it because I really like to focus on the creatives and find a winning creative that works wide. And then once I do that, then I can niche it down. And to be honest, I mostly just scale wide. I rarely do detailed targeting. Sometimes I'll split out age groups or sometimes I'll split out genders. But besides that, I don't really get into the interests or demos or anything like that. Automatic placements. I always run automatic placements. I don't really change anything else here. All right, and then let's go over to the ad side and start building. Okay, so let's just call this ad dynamic 1. And then you're going to scroll down here. You're going to select images. And I've uploaded a few images, so I'm going to start with 4 here. And we're just going to upload those. A couple of these need to be cropped, so I like doing square image. So let's just do this. Bunch of sad people standing in front of the DMV. I'm sure a lot of people, that's a lot of people's reality. Nobody likes going to the DMV. All right. So we got some square images there. This one's already square. That one's a little small. I'm not going to edit it just because for the sake of this video, but I would definitely edit that so it's a lot bigger. And then we got another one there. So we got the preview on. Okay, so optimize creative for each person. I find that this is just a huge waste of money because what it does is it creates like different videos. It creates different types of creatives based off the creative that you already have. And our main goal right now is to find out what's the best image, what's the best text copy, so on and so forth, right? So we're going to turn that off. Primary text here. Americans are, I'm trying to like just think off the top of my head. Americans are saving on their auto insurance by using this new online service for 2021. All right. And so what's cool is you can, in a dynamic, you can add multiple primary texts, you can add multiple headlines, and you can add multiple descriptions. I like to add 2 for each. Description doesn't matter actually, but I like to add 2 for each here. I find in the beginning it's good to rotate some different text, rotate some different headlines, just to kind of see what works best. Oh, and also I like rotating call to actions too, but I'll get to that point here. What else can we say here? New service helping Americans. Oh, I can't. Wants the cap. Save on auto insurance in 2021. Cool. So those are good. Headline. New service. Auto insurance. Oh, I cannot spell, guys. All right, so let's go down here and then just do enter zip to qualify. Okay, cool. So we got 2 primary texts. We got 2 headlines. Description, you can do whatever you want. 2021 auto insurance. And then I already have my landing page here, and I'm just going to grab that link and I'm going to drop this in right there. And we're going to get a nice preview in a second when everything loads up. Nice, right? That looks cool. And then down here for the call to actions, I like to do, depending on what it is, but I like to do an apply now. I like to do a sign up usually. And then sometimes I'll do a learn more. It's really up to you. And then that's it. We got our tracking all set up here. I don't really use any parameters or anything like that. And that is pretty much how you're going to set up your campaign with dynamic ads. So I've been using these consistently for a couple years now, and I love them. They have made me a fair bit of money. And what's really cool about them is once you start spending on them and once you start getting conversions in and stuff like that, you can then go into here, select this campaign. You can go into breakdown, and then you can go over here. And there will be by dynamic creative, and you can break down and see which image is performing the best, which text body is performing the best, which call to actions performing the best. And then what you can do is you can duplicate this ad set or campaign, whatever, and then what you do is you delete all the like different parts of the ad that are not converting. So what you go in here and you'd be like, okay, well, this image is great, so I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to delete this one and this one. So I'm just running this one that's converting the best. And then what you're going to do is you're going to delete this copy because this one's doing better than that. And you're going to delete this. So that's working better. And then you're going to come in here and you're going to remove one of the call to actions, depending on which one is doing better. So what's cool about that is you leave it as a dynamic and it still works really well, but you're kind of forcing the dynamic's hand to only run what you give it for the primary text, what you give it for the headline, what you give it for the description, and what you give it for the call to action. And the reason I do this versus making it a regular ad is I find that Facebook gives me a lower lead cost when I'm using Facebook's tools. So what that means is when I use the dynamic ad testing, or whatever you want to call it, just the dynamic ad, it will give me a lower cost per lead than if I just did a regular ad itself. So I hope that was helpful. This is my basic lead gen setup for ads and creatives. And yeah, I hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.